This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrived in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit, and this is it, this football season's ultimate game. Time to find out who's going to emerge as national champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? The coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Bulldogs offense has the football first here today. And here we are, folks, the last two teams standing, battling for a national championship. It's been a long regular season. They have survived a punishing playoff run, and here we go. The trophy is in the building. Who's going to walk out of here with a lifelong memory?
Chris, one of the great things now that we're in this 12-team playoff format and in the national championship is we no longer have to debate who should be the champion. You have 12 teams. We've played it out. We're down to the best two teams. Now they get a chance to find out who, in fact, is the best and be crowned the national champion.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Stockton. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quick completion to the tight end. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a 1st down. There's another example of it right there.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. On the move now. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Let's check out the impact players in this game here. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Nice grab. It's Douglas.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He shreds the tackle. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Tailback takes the handoff again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Morton. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the pass is broken up beautifully to prevent that big play.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could hope for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Back to throw. It's Stockton. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Texas Tech, the special teams lightning strike here in the national championship game. Punt return for a touchdown. Kurt, that return man kind of carves his place in the championship game history.
We see this all the time in these championship games where a player just kind of looks around and says, it's time for me to seize the moment. And on that return, he must have just told his guys, hey, fellas, it's time. I got this one. Takes it back for a touchdown.
The PAT puts them up 3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looks like Georgia will have the first down. First down here for this offense. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense will make the stop, but it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Well, Kirk, Texas Tech has the lead here. So both teams settling in this battle for the national championship. Through one quarter, let's check out the game summary. Well, they flipped into the field. We're set for the second quarter, and the national championship trophy is in the building. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Throws it to the right. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
Third down, you go to your go-to receiver, and he comes up with a big play. Nice job of keeping one foot in to be able to get that first down.
The Dogs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The Dogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal after that loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
And the defense wraps him up.
Chris, I know they got some positive yards here. I got to say, I'm really impressed with this defense and the way they're flying to the football. They realize, hey, this is the national championship. They got to try to buck up here down by their own goal line and come up with a big play now on 3rd down.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Stock right there at the line, no gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive,
and he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the 1st tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30. And the Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
The pocket breaking down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
The Red Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. Returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's another huge game for this guy, and I'll tell you what they're doing a good job of is moving him around. He's not aligning just in one spot where the defense has an idea of where he is to try to take him out of the game. They've moved him around, given him a chance to get some one-on-one matchups. Boy, is he taking advantage of that here in the first half of the national title.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finding space at the 20. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Well, this is one of the dangers of playing man-to-man coverage against a quarterback like this. Yeah, they cover everybody down, but without a spy on this quarterback, good job of him recognizing this running lane, just taking off, and with everybody with their backs to the quarterback, he picks up big yards.
Grab of the receiver. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
The AT is good, so the lead now is 11. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee when they bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The gain moves the ball to the 34. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Grab near the sticks. It's Douglas. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Joyner. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to begin the second half. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver, and they gave up a big gain.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And the Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Keeping it on the ground here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage. The Red Raiders pick up enough to get a first down there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Red Raiders. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Return begins inside the 10. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. On the move. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Receivers are bunched together. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They keep him off balance with a run. And that's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Second down, looking to throw it. Makes the ground. It's Douglas. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the Red Raiders with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Looking downfield near the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. He connected the first time. This attempt is from 44 yards away. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. The shotgun running play call.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the track. Precise route and a good throw.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wide out. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Stockton. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. The Red Raiders looking to keep this drive rolling. Handoff here from the shotgun. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 2nd down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up 4th down. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out. Using his legs, it's Jones. Has the 1st down and more. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Hand off with a single back.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Runs through the defender. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. As we head to the final quarter of this showdown, we're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Trying to run it. It's Jones. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down mark. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Powering through.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Smart of the offense, keep the ball on the ground, try to keep working that clock. The defense needs a stop if they want to give their offense any chance at a late comeback.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. They finally corral him at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds this defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to that.
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he runs it in there to extend the lead. Now it's a 3-score game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point.
Looking deep down the right side. Can't connect with a long throw. Incomplete. A fourth down stop. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Caught by the receiver. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. The tight end has got it. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. They do it for a second time. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he goes out of bounds, but I don't think he got there. Short of the marker by about a yard. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or it's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Look out, room to run here.
Return is brought down at the 39. And your Georgia Bulldogs will take over.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Human clock with the running game. He's brought down out at the 46.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the running back takes the handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. The pass rush gets home.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up, and sometimes you can get sacked.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for the wideout. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over. On the run, it's Joyner. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the Red Raiders come to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Texas Tech. No chance to catch him there.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays off.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Back to throw. It's Morton. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Looking for a man. And it's incomplete. Just out of the reach of the receiver. So the ball in midfield. Now the offense facing a third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Tight end makes the grab. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The completion makes it second and short. The shotgun handoff here. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Game is clearly wrapped up, but the offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters. And that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Joyner. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Morton. And the receivers got it. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. The Red Raiders will crank up the tempo. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as the top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports.